Yeah.
The movie is set to come out this month and the press tour is in full effect. Seemingly, every one of these interviews with the main stars, Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, inevitably devolves into tears. First one of them cries, then the other cries, then they comfort each other, and then both cry, and then the interviewer cries, and then the comments are full of people watching and crying.
Yo, listen, man. Ain't nothing wrong with crying. Crying cleanses the soul. But niggas just want to know what the hell they cry. What am I about to drink? What am I about to drink? Ain't nothing in here. Ain't nothing in here.
She is a good witch. Yeah, that's the message. You know what I mean? It's that impact.
Yo, I need somebody to love me like Ariana Grande, like her hand on Cynthia. Cause what will love her? Like, what's happening here?
Yeah. That's beautiful.
We felt like holding hands there.
Yo, Australian news is a kicker.
Movie loved that life has mimicked art, and the two leads who play Glinda and Elphaba have found the same kind of love and respect.
Wait, hold on. Now, I love me some Wiz. I don't know about the Wizard of Oz, but I love the Wiz. And ain't the Wicked about the Wiz? The two witches that's like the Wicked Witch of the East and the Wicked Witch of the South or some shit like that? Ain't that where the two witches come from? Friendship. Didn't they hate each other? But isn't that where this whole thing come from? Or does it come from the actual play? But the play comes from the movie, The Wiz. Right? Y'all let a nigga like me know, you know what I mean? Cause I don't be knowing everything.
They're in real life.
Can you each tell me something about the other as a scene partner that you really appreciated and contributed to making that so powerful in your film?
You clicked the title, you read the page, so I'm gonna just get to the point. Apparently, it's a lot of weird stuff going on behind this Wicked movie. Now, I actually was gonna go and see it, but then I'm like, it's a musical. I hate musicals. I don't know what's wrong, but I can't do musicals. I never liked Grease. I never liked High School Musical. I was never into that stuff, right? So if you like me and you ain't into musicals, and you ain't never gonna see this movie. But if you're like me and you like knowing what the hell going on in the world, you gonna like this video. I subscribe for the vibe. Let's get into it.
Okay, now my loser of the week is the cast of Wicked, the new movie, who are carrying out an insufferable woke press tour around the world. Here are the lead two actresses in some sort of weird shared psychosis.
I'm a person, and I feel, and I have feelings, and I can share them.
And if you need to cry right now, you cry.
Yeah.
You have to be good and you have to be kind to everybody.
Whoa.
And she is a good witch. Yeah, that's the message. You know what I mean? It's that impact.
Yo, I need somebody to love me like Ariana Grande, like her hand on Cynthia. Cause what will love her? Like, what's happening here?
Yeah. That's beautiful.
We felt like holding hands there.
Yo, Australian news is a kicker, I tell you.
Are you crying? Are you crying, sister? My sister. Are you crying?
Call me a witch, and I have to say, I could be the green witch. I'm going to get a chuck bag.
Yeah.
I mean, that is nauseous.
I mean, look, Prue and I, in solidarity with the Wicked cast, are holding hands because and Prue's been crying. I could tell you've been shedding a tear.
Yo, I don't want to get a copyright strike because, you know, Candace Owens podcast, but she spoke about this too. She was like, yo, something about this is just really gay. And she's like, she knows gay. And it's funny because she's not gay. So what the hell? Why do you know gay so well? Unless you gay, you should not know gay. I'm gonna be honest with you. But, you know, whatever. So I thought that was interesting. And I want to get into this. Shout out to Baggage Claim. Apparently they're going to get down to like the nitty gritty to this whole Wicked, weird promo, weird thing between Ariana and Cynthia thing. I don't know. We're going to get into this video and see.
Wicked, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The movie is set to come out this month and the press tour is in full effect. Seemingly, every one of these interviews with the main stars, Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, inevitably devolves into tears. First one of them cries, then the other cries, then they comfort each other, and then both cry, and then the interviewer cries, and then the comments are full of people watching and crying.
Yo, listen, man. Ain't nothing wrong with crying. Crying cleanses the soul. But niggas just want to know what the hell they cry. What am I about to drink? What am I about to drink? Ain't nothing in here. Ain't nothing in here.
And I have to say, I find all of this a little fake. Now, I've never watched Wicked on Broadway, but I've been reliably told by Wikipedia and the movie trailers that this movie is about friendship, specifically female friendship. And fans of this movie love that life has mimicked art, and the two leads who play Glinda and Elphaba have found the same kind of love and respect.
Wait, hold on. Now, I love me some Wiz. I don't know about the Wizard of Oz, but I love the Wiz. And ain't the Wicked about the Wiz? The two witches that's like the Wicked Witch of the East and the Wicked Witch of the South or some shit like that? Ain't that where the two witches come from? Friendship. Didn't they hate each other? But isn't that where this whole thing come from? Or does it come from the actual play? But the play comes from the movie, The Wiz. Right? Y'all let a nigga like me know, you know what I mean? Because I don't be knowing everything.
They're in real life.
Can you each tell me something about the other as a scene partner that you really appreciated and contributed to making that so powerful in your film?
Oh my God.
That's a big question, isn't it?
I mean,
She's very patient with me.
likewise. I think we're both. Ooh, don't look at me like that.
Okay, they're crying again. Maybe we can check in on how the men of the film are doing.
Congrats on all the success. Happy holidays, Access Hollywood. That is so special. As if watching the film isn't emotional enough.
I want you to be happy and I root for you.
Oh my God.
Never mind, let's get back to the women. The reason I find all this fake is how the simplest of questions seems to bring forth Niagara Fall levels of emotion.
Cynthia, you did it, babe. Mm-hmm. Babe, like, from an alphabet, from an autistic alphabet.
Yo, no funny. I'm starting to think the tears is coming from, yo, when you fucking make it, when you accomplish some shit, when you done got it out the mud, nigga, you just gotta cry when you done after all of that shit you just have to go through. When you face the struggle, when you look the struggle dead in the eye, and I tell people all the time, know that for you to be successful, you have to look at the struggle. Motherfuckers wonder why they're not successful. People wanna know why their YouTube channel ain't monetized. Take my advice. My shit got monetized once I accepted the struggle. When I stopped pretending to have it all, and I looked the struggle right in the eye, and I hustled to get it, I got monetized. You have to stop running away from the struggle. And that's probably why they crying, yo. Because they think about the struggle, bro. Right?
Oh my God, you did it. I want to look you both in the eye and say you did it.
Are the adults in the room with us? Why has this unabridged show of emotion become so fashionable now? This problem goes beyond the Wicked press tour. It's commonplace to become emotional in interviews. Many people attribute the beginning of this trend to this weepy speech that Gwyneth Paltrow gave at the Oscars in 1999.
Tremendous magnitude, and for that I thank my family, my mother, Blythe Tanner, who I...
Yo, y'all gotta stop. I'm the one laughing.
love more than anything, and
some calling it the day sincerity died. And since then, things have only gotten worse.
He can't handle it. We all have made those mistakes.
But we'll come back to Drew Barrymore in a second. Let's check back in.
Oh, no, don't talk about my Drew now. Now, I love me some Drew. You talk about everybody else, but you leave Drew Barrymore ass alone. I've been in love with her since Charlie's Angels.
In on the Wicked Gals.
I just know what it's like to feel like you don't fit. Like you are just like outside of the ordinary, like there's no room for you. And so many people watching who feel the same.
Absolutely.
So I feel like it's a bit of a hug for anyone who feels that way.
If like kids can feel that, then
yeah. That's the point.
Yeah.
Isn't it interesting that the most privileged people in the world are intent upon telling us that they're somehow saving lives with these movies?
I wish I had that when I was a kid growing up to see this. My God, like I wish. And so...
Yeah, nigga, shut up. We grew up to Lion King. Ain't that's what the type of shit we needed as kids. What the fuck is Wicked? What the hell does Wicked have to do with society and helping to... I ain't even see the movie, but still. I learned a lot from watching Lion King. Lion King taught us death.
Can you imagine how many lives this is going to be saving?
Films and TV shows used to be considered entertainment for audiences, but now every project is presented like some sort of life-saving drug, and the actors are noble doctors administering the medicine to the sick, poor, and wretched masses.
What's the message that you want all your queer fans that see Wicked to take away from this?
Oh, she gay? You see, I would have never thunk it. First of all, I don't just be assuming motherfuckers is gay. That to me, that's just rude. So I ain't know that. Even though she had the little gay thing, I feel like that's a gay thing. When they put that in their nose, that's usually like a gay thing.
That you deserve all the good things that.
Well, if she's gay and Ariana Grande can't stop touching her hand, it's a strong possibility that, you know, your girls like to have fun, you know?
Your difference is what makes you special, that your queerness is beautiful, that I love you.
These actors are desperate to believe that they're doing audiences a favor when they take on these high-paid roles and walk red carpets in the highest of fashions. And I think there's a specific reason for that. Acting is a noble profession. I'm not talking about the phone-it-in types of performances that are common now. I'm talking about the art of acting that used to be foundational in Hollywood. But compared to other professions, it's not particularly hard. The reward for becoming a successful actor, however, is completely life-altering. Suddenly, you're catapulted into stardom, not just in your local community.
Yo, what is up with them? Like, it's starting because you know what it is? It's starting to turn me on. Like, I'm getting turned on. Like, they keep touching each other. She's gay. Ariana's sexy. Like, what's happening with them? Like, stop it. Stop it. It's just all too sexual.
State or even country, but the entire world knows your name, knows who you are. Overnight, your life goes from anonymous, everyday living to limos, bodyguards, and red carpets, with obsessed fans enthusiastically clapping at every mundane story. It's weird, and I would argue that someone experiencing that probably feels some form of imposter syndrome, since the work to reward ratio doesn't really line up. So to compensate for this deficit, the modern Hollywood actors seem to think that they should use their fame and newfound voice to speak for the little guy. A noble desire, but unfortunately woefully misplaced.
They're incredibly diverse, and the internals is just the diversity of this cast here. It's a diverse team. You're such a champion for diversity, and you're a woman of color as well, and making sure that there's representation.
This superhero team looks like the world.
Diversity.
It's amazing. Well, for both of you too, you know, this film has such diversity, such inclusion, an international cast.
We get it.
Just look at the moon.
Because it translated into the actors endlessly talking about how representation matters, women have it so hard, and white dudes equals bad. To make things worse, the culture in modern Hollywood is overly preoccupied by press and publicity. Gone are the days when actors simply surfaced to promote movies, and in between projects went back to their humdrum lives. Most actors today are constantly afraid that
yo, she cooking.
If people aren't talking about them, they won't matter anymore. So they're falling over themselves to nab headlines and keep their tenuous grip on relevance. This means that the actor—
Wait, they just said her 7-year-old is
constantly afraid that if people aren't talking about them, they won't matter anymore. So they're
how your 7-year-old a transgender?
Falling over themselves to nab headlines and keep their tenuous grip on relevance. This means that the actors are more concerned with how things appear rather than actually working for the good of others. In this utterly superficial culture, virtue signaling is the easiest way to stay with the in crowd. These actors could be at soup kitchens helping the homeless, working with foster programs to help children, or visiting centers that help people overcome addiction. All real issues facing the people of America. But
yo, does Ariana Grande eat? Like, let me stop. My ass skinny as fuck. But I eat though. I don't know.
No, that isn't nearly as glamorous, not to mention easy, as telling an entertainment reporter while dressed in custom couture how terribly victimized you are. Cynthia Erivo is starring in one of the most anticipated films of this year. But you don't understand. She is a victim. But you're certainly not going to be a victim, especially not a victim of online hackers. Thanks to our wonderful sponsor.
Yo, I'm weak. They stupid how they put that in there.
And the of color. She's a queer woman of color. And you don't get how utterly devastating that combination is for a person growing up in Western culture, where all of those things are accepted. She was so oppressed and discriminated against that she has never received a job or any respect.
Yo, what?
No, wait, she's starring in one of the most anticipated movies of this year.
I know.
She's been featured on several magazine covers, and she was even named Icon of the Year. But still, she's such a victim. You really couldn't understand the depths of her despair. In fact, not so long ago, some cruel prankster changed the poster for the Wicked film and erased Cynthia and her identity. Cynthia took a stand against this assault, saying that this was the wildest, most offensive thing she had ever seen. She reminded this bigot that she is a real-life human being who chose to look right down the barrel of the camera to you, the viewer.
Yo, I did not know that she was queer. I'm still stuck on that.
Because without words, we communicate with our eyes. To edit my face and hide my eyes is to erase me, and that is deeply hurtful. Bravo, Cynthia. You put this devilish troll in their place. Except, this was a fan of the series who really liked the original poster from the Broadway show and took this terrible imitation and improved upon it. So maybe this lens of looking at everything from the firm position of a victim and the world as a perpetrator doesn't really make sense. Cynthia is not an oppressed woman fighting off erasure. She's a
You can't say that because you don't know what she had to do to get to where she is. So this video just pissed me off. I'm over it. But y'all subscribe for the vibe. But I do see a lot of weird shit going on in this interview. Am I gonna go see the movie? Absolutely not. I don't like musicals. But y'all let me know how it is.